Welcome to my channel. My name is Midwife Sarana, and it is my topmost priority to get you educated on your pregnancy, labor, and post-labor related issues. I'm most grateful to each and every one of you, every single person watching my video, listening to me, sharing my video, subscribing, commenting. You are making this a reality, and I am most grateful for your support. Let's keep the support coming in. Share this to someone. Subscribe if this is your first time. You're welcome on board. I hope you have a good time with me. The topic I have for you for today is danger signs in the newborn. We have tackled danger signs in pregnancy, danger signs in labor. So let's look at danger signs in the newborn. I believe that by now you know what danger signs are. Okay, yes, they are happenings that tells us of an emergency or prompts us that there's danger ahead or an emergency ahead. Happenings that demands our utmost attention, and then we have to act quickly if there is the need for such. Danger signs in the newborn simply means that things that we look out for in a baby to get early promptings of the baby's well-being, whether good or bad. So if you're a new mom, what are the things you need to be looking out for to make sure that your baby's well-being is ensured? The thing we need to look out for as a danger sign in a newborn is worsening yellow skin and eyes, and as well as bluish tints on the skin, lips, and the nails. Look out for weak baby movements and weak crying, especially when baby only moves when the baby is stimulated or doesn't move at all, or even without stimulation baby doesn't move at all. Then we have to give our utmost attention to that. And when there is twitching or convulsions, now I would also like to mention that for every danger sign you have to bring the baby to the facility of care. You have to see your pediatrician, take the baby to the hospital to get assessed. Sometimes it's a happening, sometimes it's nothing. Early detection of a condition saves the baby's life. Then when there is excessive vomiting, especially when it's yellowish or greenish in color, baby tends to become pale. Excessive coughs, and when there is diarrhea and bloody stool, babies, yes, they usually have a lot of bowel movement. Babies could visit the loo as much as 6 times a day, and that is purely normal. However, if the frequency is excessive and then baby is going to the loo more than necessary and the stools are also bloody, that is also a danger sign. Or when there's no bowel movement also within 48 hours, it's also a danger sign. And then when baby is too hot or too cold to touch, it is always advisable to keep with you a thermometer at home to be checking baby's temperature. When baby is recording 37.5 and above degrees Celsius or more, then baby is heading towards fever. So 38, 39, 40, baby is warm, extremely warm to touch. Baby needs to be taken to the facility for care. Temperature where you record 35.5 and below, meaning that baby is losing warmth. Okay, baby is getting cold, and that also needs to be taken a look at. Maybe you have to wrap baby well enough, dress baby well enough. And then when baby's umbilical cord gets wet and smelly or bleeding of the umbilical cord, it is a danger sign. Yes, when you are seeing a drainage coming out of the umbilical cord, it's always wet, it's never dry, and it has a color. In this drainage sometimes has smell, odor, sometimes it feels like pus, or there is bleeding from the umbilical cord. Then you have to give your utmost attention to that. Either baby is breathing too fast and the ribs are pulling in when taking in breath, baby is breathing in with wheezes or whistling or grunting sound while breathing. Usually when you are breathing in, your ribs rise up, they do not pull in. But some babies have chest indrawing, rib pulling down or indrawing as well whilst they are breathing in, or breath is too fast. Yes, babies breathe very fast. You could count breath per minute, which shouldn't be extremely higher than 160 per minute. Sometimes you count babies breath and you're getting 180, 190, 200. That is a danger sign. You have to come in. Babies making grunting sounds, whistling and wheezes whilst breathing, then there might be a blockade in the airways, which needs to be critically looked at. When baby does not suck the breast well, some babies cannot even grasp or hold on to the nipples and the areola to be breastfed. They cannot hold on to it. Some babies are always sleepy and lethargic and cannot be awakened enough to be nursed or bottle fed. baby's not sucking at all, not feeding at all, not eating at all, then we need to get baby checked. Sometimes baby might have lost suckling reflexes and it needs to be checked so that baby can get the nourishment that is required. And the last thing I would like to talk about is when baby is not urinating at all. Some babies have their urinal meatus covered and not opened, so baby is not passing urine, especially for the baby boys where the urinary opening is located either on top or under instead of being in the middle of the glands. And then a female baby not also urinating, so please take note. Baby must feed, baby must pass poo, baby must urinate. Basically, these are the danger signs I'd like to talk about with you. I hope you had a little enlightenment and you know when to call on your pediatrician, you know when to run into the facility. I'd like to say it again, for every danger sign, please bring baby to the facility of care for care. Bring baby to see the pediatrician, bring baby to see the doctor, anyone that can be of help. We do not manage danger signs at home. However, if you have support groups that can be of help, that would be great. Newborns always go through changes in getting used to life outside the uterus, that is the outside world. It means that the adjustments almost always goes well. The changes that they go through always goes well, except that there are certain signs and changes that you will need to look out for early for prompt intervention, and that is what this video seeks to achieve, to keep the process running. So I'd like to thank you so much for joining in. Every child is different. Know your child, get to your healthcare provider, see if the signs are something to worry about or not. That will be safer. It's better safe than sorry later. Okay, better act quickly, better prevent than be sorry later. Thank you so much, and I'll come your way with another interesting one. Bye.